Hello friends, Will here. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about all of the different reasons why people start skateboarding. I recently put out this video asking skateboarders, why did you start skateboarding? And the responses I got were incredible. From the thrill of learning a new trick to the overwhelming sense of joy and freedom that riding a skateboard provides. Each story was unique and inspiring. So if you're a beginner skateboarder, or if you're an experienced skateboarder, or if you're just curious about skateboarding and what makes it so special to all of us, then this video is for you. It's my hope that through sharing this information and through this shared experience, we can all learn from and be inspired by each other. Because not only is skateboarding super fun, but it also connects us to a larger group of people. And if you're a beginner, or if you're an aspiring beginner, I have a message for you. Welcome. So nice to have you here. So the video got a ton of comments. I replied to as many as I could, and we're gonna go through a whole bunch of them, and we're gonna share these stories, and we're gonna reflect on them together. Let's check it out. So I don't have much of a plan here. I have my laptop, I'm out in the backyard, and we're just gonna go through the comments one by one. Let's check it out. Okay, so our first commenter says, the older kids in my neighborhood all had skateboards and listened to punk rock. Yes, they were so damn cool to me, I wanted to be just like them. I followed them around until they helped me put together a board and took me to the skate park. I broke my wrist the first trip out, and I've been obsessed ever since. This is really cool. You never know, if you're just nice to a kid who's interested in skateboarding, what that might do for their lives. It really just might ignite a passion in them, and it's really cool. It's also super easy to be nice to kids. So yeah, this is a great story, man. And our next commenter, Hardcore Still Lives, says that skateboarding is a good way to fight depression. And I agree with this. Depression is complicated and depression sucks. I have struggled with anxiety and depression off and on for years. And in the years that I did and that I had skateboarding, it really helped. It was something relatively that I could control, something that made me feel good, and something that would get the blood pumping and get the lungs fired up and help me get out of that headspace, at least for a little while. Depression is complicated. Therapy really helps. Therapy has helped me just get a little bit more in touch with myself and just be kinder to myself too, which is nice. Life can be a struggle, and I hope you're doing good. And our next commenter, Goofer2619, says, to escape reality for some time and just chill. This really piggybacks off of the last comment because skateboarding is a fantastic way to escape reality. Everybody needs an escape from reality, and whether that's reading or playing video games or films or creating art or whatever it is, and having a healthy escape is really good for you. And yeah, like, how chill are you after you've had a great skate session, right? Honestly, skateboarding is part of my self-care. And I know that sounds corny, but I am corny. So it's true. Okay, next commenter says, in '94, I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. You were correct. You're still correct. Still the coolest thing in the world. I'm suffering badly at 42 now from all the damage. I'm sorry to hear that, man. But I wouldn't change it for the world. Nice. Kids today are fucking mind-blowing. Getting older has its own challenges. You're a little bit older than me. I'll be 38 here in a couple of months. One thing I try to remember about getting older is that the little aches and pains that happen, losing hair in some places, gaining hair in other places, it's all part of the process. All of those perceived negatives about getting older, they're really the birthright of all of us who are lucky enough not to die young. Do you know what I'm saying? So try to embrace getting older if you can, right? I know it sucks if you're all beat up, but I'm happy that you got beaten up doing something that you love. You run into this all the time with athletes. Like, how many ex-pro athletes are there out there whose bodies are a little shot because they spent years, competing at a really high level, and they wouldn't change it either. There is a price that comes with glory, and sometimes that price is your body.
I know you're hurting. Pain heals. Glory lasts forever.
Okay, next comment. Let's scroll down a little bit. Shingo Biggs says that I needed to escape the chaos of my home. Me pushing myself to get better at skating was the only real motivation I had at the time. Slamming on the asphalt felt better than the pain I got from just existing in my household. I'm turning 29 next month and I'm still skating as often as possible. It's my therapy besides literal therapy. I really appreciate this comment, man. I am grateful every day that I grew up in a family that, you know, cared about me and that I didn't come up in a home that was hard to grow up into. And I can't imagine what you've had to overcome to get over that and the strength that it's given you. Like, you're turning 29, you're getting a little bit older, dude, but I'm turning 38 in a little while. And in a lot of ways, I feel like my life is beginning all over again. The older I get, the more I realize how little rules and how the schedule that we're all kind of on is really just make-believe nonsense, and you don't have to live a life that you don't want to live. Like, you can do whatever you want. Keep skateboarding, man, and I hope that your passion for skateboarding is still giving you strength. It takes strength to leave a comment like this, and I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. God's Busy says, hit the Tony Hawk Pro Skater button down below. Our next commenter says, I had an uncle who had a board and partied all the time. He was really meaningful to a lot of people and always good-hearted, but he passed away when he was 15, 2 years before I was born. That's a powerful story, man. Even though you didn't know your uncle, your skateboarding is a way that you can connect with his memory and, like, honor him. Do you know what I mean? I think that's true. In a way, I honestly think that every time any one of us steps on our skateboard, we're honoring the skateboarders who came before us. I think that's awesome. And my good friend Sober Skater says, I got back into it as an adult. I was trying to find out what my life looked like without drugs and booze. After 4 years sober, when I picked up a skateboard again, it was my missing piece. I've never had a longer stretch of good times than I'm having right now. Hope I can skate from here on out. I hope you can too. Congratulations on your sobriety, dude. It's really awesome. What you've done is not an easy thing. You know that. And I am so proud of you for doing that. And I'm really happy that you had skateboarding to help give you strength and power to make it through this. So keep going, man. Keep skating. Keep posting videos. I love watching your stuff. Everybody check out at Sober Skater down below. He's an awesome guy and a good man. Thanks, dude. Okay. Coming up next, we have another cool cousin story. Revere Adventures says, my cousin got a board when I was 10 and I tried it, fell in love right away. Yes, that same cousin, 7 years older than me, actually bought me a board a few months later and I haven't stopped since. That is so rad. If you are an older cousin, that might be the move right there. Thanks for sharing, dude. I love the cool cousin stories. Oliver Brown says, my cousin is really, really good and I want a tray flip, bruh. Dude, I want a tray flip too. I've landed exactly 2 tray flips in my entire skate career and they were, I'm not even kidding, 20 years ago. So I might try to work on it again, but you never know. That's life. Dude, you'll get really, really good too if you listen to your cousin, listen to your body, and keep at it. Okay, moving on. In '88, there was a half pipe in my neighborhood. I watched a friend, and that's how it all started. Imagine having a half pipe in your neighborhood. Weird for me to say, because I literally have a half pipe in my garage over here. Very grateful. One of the best things I've ever done for myself. And Red Belt for Real says, I saw my uncle's skateboard and randomly decided, you know what, I'm gonna start skating. I'm still a noob, fell on my ass, but I'm slowly getting the hang of it. Good, man. Keep at it. Falling down is part of it. It's gonna make you tougher. We all go through it. Trust me, the juice is worth the squeeze. Your bruises will heal, but the glory is forever. Oh, this is a good one. This commenter, who's got a really long name, says, I got inspired watching the DeTones Back to School music video. Hell frickin' yeah, dude. Incredible album. They have the sickest guitar tone. That's a great song, man. Music and skateboarding, right? They're just incredible, incredible partners. I love it so much. Oh, here we go. Max and Harris says, I played Skate 3 when I was younger, and I loved how my guy could do tricks, mix that with watching cool skateboard videos, and I got hooked. Dude, me too. I've actually been playing Skate 3 like legit since it came out, and even during the years that I wasn't skateboarding, like my dark years, I was playing Skate 3 still a lot. I will die on this hill that Skate 3 is the best skateboarding game ever. No disrespect to any other games, but Skate 3 is my jam. I love it. Thanks for your comment, dude. Nice, another music one. So in 2014, I saw my favorite rappers, Tyler, the Creator, who was killer, and Earl Sweatshirt skateboarding online. And that inspired me to skate growing up because I liked their music. Heck yeah, dude. I love those guys' music, especially Tyler. And I've seen Tyler skate before, and he's good. And I'm not saying he's good for like a celebrity. The dude has style. Thanks for your comment. And here's another kind of powerful one. My uncle was teaching me how when I was little, and then he passed. So I just started doing it again, and it reminds me of him. Yes, you know, as I mentioned before, people will pass away in your life, like people that you know, they kind of leave pieces themselves behind, right? Like your uncle planted that skateboarding seed, and now I hope that you can use it to like honor his memory, right? And think about him. Good story, man. Thank you so much for sharing. Commenter at Planetaz 1971 says, okay, and started skating 86 says 4 very powerful words. Back to the future. Heck yeah, dude. Say no more. Joaquin Ande says, it looked fun. You're right. You're so right. And Dumb Stuff here says, when I was 3, I got one and didn't use it, but on my 5th birthday, I got a tiny hot game, and it was the coolest thing I ever saw. And now I've been skating for 11 years. Dude, sick. And this commenter says, for transportation, in middle school, in my 20s, as part of our friend group, all skateboarders, and now as an old man, because it's one of the few things I still connect to. Dude, as someone who is also getting a little bit older, I resonate to this. The things that we love in life and our passions, they do come and go from our lives a little bit. It's sort of like the nature of life, right? Unless you focus really hard to keep stuff in your life, it has a way of like kind of drifting away sometimes. The nice thing is that I think those things are always there for us. I left skateboarding for over a decade, and when I came back, it welcomed me back with open arms. And I'm not just being poetic. I'm not telling you how to live your life, but maybe take a look at some of those passions you used to have and try to do them again. I don't know how old you are, but you're not too old. And don't let anyone put any limits on you apart from yourself. I think you can do it. I know I'm sounding really preachy right here, but I believe it. I really believe it, man. And seriously, as another getting older man, it's one of the most powerful things from when I was a little kid that I still have and connect to. So I really resonate with that, man. Thank you so much for your comment. Okay, everybody, that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Obviously, I couldn't get to like every comment, and I'm sorry for that. If you left me a comment, I hope that I replied to you, because I really do try to reply to all the comments, even if I don't give you a shout out in the actual video. So if you're new to the channel, I make skateboarding videos, vlogs, I do gear reviews, trick battles, that kind of thing. And I generally try to lead with positivity and inclusivity in skateboarding and just focus on what I think skateboarding is all about, which is having fun and finding fulfillment from something that you're passionate about. So coming up on the channel soon, this coming week, I am traveling to Montreal, Quebec in La Belle Province to go to a concert with some of my oldest and bestest friends. And on the way back, I am going to stop at a whole bunch of awesome skate parks in Quebec, and I'm going to take you along for the ride, including but not limited to the new Vans Park in Montreal and some other really fun looking ones. So stay tuned for that. So once again, everyone, thank you so much for watching, and to all of the people who commented, thank you so much for sharing your story, because I find this stuff so interesting. I love learning about other people's experiences. I think that sharing all these stories can be nothing but beneficial for us, right? It helps us bond a little bit with each other, and it helps us find inspiration, motivation. And that is one of the coolest things about the internet and social media and YouTube, is that if you use it the right way, you can use it to connect to people. And thank you so much for watching, everyone. I've been Will. You've all been amazing. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you on the flip side. Bye.